Hello? Testing, testing, mic test. Oh, that's me. That's another me. Where do I hear myself? Nope, that's me. Nope, that's me. Ew. I don't want to hear myself. Disgusting. Ugh. Hi, everyone. Hello. I'm having a difficult time with my laptop. There we go. Should be all good now. Hi. Hello. We are here, and hopefully for the run back. Yeah, okay, cool. Alright. Hello. We're back. This is the run back. This is the time. This is the time of when it happens. Do you see this? Do you see that? Do you see this? We're making pie today. Remember last time we tried to do this and COMCAST decided to take a big old dumpy on the thing we wanted to do? I don't want to say anything, but all I'm gonna say is, so far, so good. I kinda don't want to waste time today. I want to make sure that we get everything done today, so, and hey, maybe if we get time and we finish early, we'll play some Minecraft. I was thinking about doing that too. So that's definitely on the table of things we're gonna do today, because everything is pretty much made. The pie crust I have already made. It is already made and set in order. I will put the recipe. I'll put this in the recipe book, and you can look at it. It's a very simple recipe, but it's very, very good quality from what I'm told. It's a very good recipe. So good that one of the chefs at my workplace has said, "Hey, you make a good pie. Make me one." So I made him a pie the other day, and well, this is my recipe for pie dough. And he said, like, "Oh my god, the crust is so good." So I must be doing something right with this at least. However, I will say he got a pumpkin pie, and I'm honestly gonna say that I'm not a huge fan of pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie is just kind of for me. It doesn't really, I don't really like the flavor of pumpkin. It's not my favorite, but my parents love pumpkin, my chef loved pumpkin, and I just had a lot of pumpkin pie puree sitting around. So, I'm gonna be making some pumpkin pie. But I'm also gonna be treating myself because I've made myself a nice, lovely apple pie filling. It's fresh made too, and it's a little unique because it's not your average like pie filling. Here, I gotta turn down my mic so I don't peak every single time. Mic check. How are we doing on the audio, lads? So anyways, this apple pie. This apple pie filling is my recipe. This is my recipe. It has bourbon, vanilla, allspice, cinnamon, brown sugar, and, well, apples. A little bit of salt as well. So this is an original recipe. However, the pumpkin pie filling is just the one recipe that I follow on the tin. When you get here, wait, I'll even show you. Never mind, I lied. I already threw it out. I already recycled it. So, whoops. Anyways. So I already made this. I already made pumpkin pie puree. There's nothing much I can really show you, but I'll at least tell you, like, hey, this is mine. And I will put recipes of these things, no, of my apple pie, because the apple pie is my recipe. It might be interesting if you want to make it one day. You're more than welcome to. I gotta start putting my recipes in the description of these videos, don't I? Anyways, that's besides the point. So, but with the apple pie, I'm gonna have a little fun with it. We're gonna do some fun designs with it, just to try and make it more fun. I might try to do a lattice. It depends on how much pie filling I really have at the end of the day. But I got 4 pie tins. I got 4 of these tins. Very reflective. Good thing you can't see what I look like. Wow. Ooh. I'm not scared. I ain't scared. Anyways. There's nothing that we can really talk about other than just getting right into it. that being, we need to get the pie dough rolled out. First and foremost, at least. Yeah, there's not much to really talk about today. Oops, okay, spooky. I have a towel over my laptop setup right now, so I don't accidentally get my laptop all messy, but I think that might be more of a hindrance than anything. Anyway, around it. There we are. It's really always hard for me to try and explain what I'm doing, because it's just like work. Whenever I get into the mode of like cooking or baking or whatever it may be, I get into the mindset of like baking, you know? I mean, of the workplace. At my workplace, I usually tend to be very, very quiet because I need to focus a lot of the time. I don't have the ability to go like multitask and talk and do all that at the same time. No, I don't have a good track record in the sense of like trying to focus. I have poor social skills, to say at the very least. But yeah, and I'm also trying to remember what did I say last time during stream, because I don't want to repeat, but I know inevitably that might happen in this stream. But yeah, I can at least explain about my pie dough a bit. So, my pie dough follows a very simple recipe. I can't really even say it's my recipe because it's such a simple ratio, and this ratio I found out was actually at my school, which said like, hey, all basic pie doughs are at this ratio, so follow it. And funny enough, even though that we were taught to follow it, a lot of my, I guess, fellow students and associates alike would never follow the recipe, or they would follow it incorrectly, because it's a recipe that's a ratio that is simply 3, 2, and 1. The ratio is 3 parts fat, 2 parts flour, and then 1 part water. But there's actually, well, first of all, there's a few things wrong with the recipe, because if you go by that recipe exactly, you actually tend to make your dough a lot more wet than it needs to be. And pie dough shouldn't really even be that wet to begin with. The more wet your pie dough is, the more difficult it's going to work with. And it doesn't really translate over like how it is with like bread, you know? Because with bread, more hydration is better, more crispy and more crunchy. But you're not really looking for crispy and crunchy when you're making a pie crust. You're looking for something thin and crispy and flaky. So it's a bit of a different story here when it comes to baking, for pie making. Especially that with pie dough, there's a thing you want to do just not overworking the dough too. So you want to be quick with it. You want to make sure that it's not over mixed. There's a whole bunch of factors, and you also want it dry. The more you work with it, the more you make it, the more chewy you make the dough, because the dough is made of flour. Fun fact, flour can turn into gluten, and then gluten's not exactly a good thing you want for a crust. Anyways, I'm just eyeballing like how I'm doing this. I do want it to kind of like a nice, maybe 1/4, 1/8 of an inch. That's what I'm trying to go for right now. And I'm just so good at this that I made it the perfect circumference. Alright, I'm just gonna roll it out a little bit more, just because my non-existent OCD is kicking in. Here. I'm actually kind of surprised. This is actually a really nice looking pie dough. And a pie crust at that. So the thing about when I do make pie crust, I like doing it a day before I want to actually use it. It's the same thing as like overnight proofing with bread and stuff. It helps develop flavor, a better crust, yada yada, whatever you may want to say or be. But it's even more exemplified when you use it for pie crust. Because for pie crust, it really does benefit from just not overworking it too much. You want to be careful with pie crust, as I've already said. If you make it too, if you work it too much or whatever it may be, but letting something rest overnight, no matter what it may be, when it's bread related, you actually help it develop more. It helps it develop more gluten, which helps it develop more, structure without making it too gummy. So this is like almost a perfect amount of texture. Oh yeah, a perfect amount of gluten. And yeah. So I'm gonna do a little trick as well, because you see there's some overlaying pie crust. So I've been trying to find many ways to do it, but this is the best way I found to do it. You put another pie tin on top, and then you want to kind of cut at least a fourth or half of an inch worth of dough. So there's still a little bit of space and leeway between the crust and the tin itself. So I'm just going to cut off the dough, because when this does bake, the dough will shrink. There we go. And look at that. It's almost like a movie-worthy like pie crust. Like that's a perfect looking pie crust, no? It's a great looking pie crust, I would think. And if it isn't, well, you know what? You can do it yourself, and then you can make it your own way. But I think it looks pretty good. And of course, like with most pie doughs, it's important for us to dock it, or just stab it with a fork on the bottom. If you never really understood why you would do this, it's because it bubbles. If you make this pie dough correctly, it's like making puff pastry, but a lot more quickly. And also, you're not adding any yeast. So the butter is going to be kind of making layers and like making the dough rise. So the holes we put down are kind of helping in that manner. Perfect. Alright, so now I'm gonna get my other tinsel here. Get that. And I actually need to get my special rice. This is my special rice. This is rice that I bake with, because when you do blind baking, you want to have something to help push it down, but not push it down enough to where it completely macerates and destroys your pie. So I have some special rice here that I use specifically for baking. I'm also gonna add some nice design to. I want to add some nice design to my pie crust. So a good way to add design is getting your fork and kind of just going like this, pressing down and pushing back. Press down, push back. And then once you get really good at it, once you get really comfortable with doing that technique, kind of just keep going back and forth, which is what I'm doing. And then you get this really nice looking little design on the sides here. It looks like something you would get at like a nice store. Now I'm going to get this, put it on top. Now we're going to bake this pie crust for around 15 minutes. I'm going to put this on a sheet tray and throw it in the oven for 15 minutes. What we're doing right now is something called blind baking. Blind baking is essentially like kind of par cooking the pie crust. And this is good when you do a pie crust and you put like custard inside, or doing like an apple streusel topping. Honestly, to be honest, there is no other way you would want to do a pie other than blind baking, because blind baking assures that the bottom crust will always be cooked and crispy, and that can hold your filling a lot better. If anything, you want to make sure, if you do this, you want to make sure you're doing this for custard pies, like pumpkin pies, lemon meringue, coconut cream, all that sort of pies, because those tend to be a lot more wet, so it's better to make sure that it's nice and dry before you put something wet back inside of it. So that's how it works. However, for pumpkin, and you can do it for like blueberry pies and apple pies, pear pies, whatever pies that are like a fruit-based filling, those work too. Those work 100% fine. There's no issue or problem with that. However, there is only one instance to where I know to where you don't want to par bake the crust, and that is what we're gonna do with this next one. Gotta cut myself another piece here though. And I'm gonna do a streusel topping. I'm not streusel, we're gonna do an apple pie. But we're gonna do lattice. That beautiful looking like basket weave that you can do for like most pies. We're gonna attempt and try and do that. And also I've kind of realized I should see if I can see my Twitch chat, because Twitch chat does not exist. Oh my god, Twitch chat does exist! Hi Shrimpy! Probably a bad idea to watch a cooking stream when I'm hungry, but here I am, lol. Hi Shrimpy, and hi Dad. Nice to see you two actually pop in, oh my goodness. Sorry, I have I have the YouTube chat overriding you guys, but I acknowledge you now, and I'm gonna try and keep a more watchful eye. Hello you two, hi. Anyways. I had a feeling that there was someone on the other side. The other side being Twitch, but here we are. So, I'm gonna try and do something really crazy with this, not crazy, but really fun with this lattice. Because whenever I make pies, I kind of just throw it together and go like, you know what, that's it, that's a day for me. Nothing more, nothing less, we're good for today. But I think I'm gonna try and do some not crazy, but I think I'm gonna do some like fun designs. I want to try and do lattice, of course, but I do know how to do like leaves, rosary beads, stuff like that, you know? Like really cool, like fun TikTok trendy designs that you would see on like TikTok or Instagram and stuff like that. I'm not great at them, but I feel like I can attempt to try it. So why not and try and do it on this youtube.com stream. And I guess twitch.com, but you get the idea. I can't stream on Twitch until I stream on YouTube, so by default, YouTube is a lot more strong. It has a lot more power, so sorry Twitch. I've completely given up, not given up, but I've completely abandoned you for a much better platform. Better, question mark? I don't know. I don't really know I don't know internet politics. Internet politics. That's a new term. I'm gonna make a new term now. Today on today's stream, we are making a new term. Internet politics. All the internet hubbubaloo. That's like low-key controversial. If it's controversial, it's now politics. Just like politics in real life. Alright. Let's see here. Another perfect pie crust. And I'm going to do the same thing I did. So I'm going to flip this. Make sure that this pie crust is completely lining the bottom of this tray. And we're just gonna work with what we got here. Alright. I'm just kinda just pushing it in. Nothing much more to commentate, you know? I don't need to be like a YouTube commentator on a video game going like, oh my god! Okay, so, if I put this crust down, again, let me just explain what I just did again, alright? I gotta do this 4 more times, but I want to make sure that you're all smart. You're all smarter than me, I know that much. So, I'm just gonna line this again and just kind of press down gently. I don't want to try and break the crust here. And I also just realized I did not set a timer. Now I have a timer. Alright, cool. Alright. Now with this, same ordeal. Maybe a quarter of an inch. as I cut the crust off here. There we go. Quarter the crust. And now, we're actually gonna put in the pie filling first. This is the one instance to where you don't want to do a blind bake because you actually need this crust raw so you can do this lattice cut I'm going to try and do. But to minimize it, to minimize the issue of, what is it? To minimize the issue of, it's coming to me, to minimize the sogginess, I'm going to try and prepare the other things I need. So, I got these little pieces here, but I'm not going to be able to use them just yet. Be kind of annoying. It's not really annoying, but the thing about lattice, you gotta actually do another pie crust worth of, well, you just gotta do another pie crust in some sense because you gotta roll it out. You gotta make sure you got enough pie crust for a top crust. Though I'm also not gonna try and do too much. I don't need that much lattice. There we go. Well, actually, the good thing about pie is you do need lattice. I mean, you do need a sizable amount of lattice to make a pie crust. But if you just do a long rectangle, that works too. Or I hope it works. Oh, okay. Oh. My garlic just fell down. Ooh. I'm gonna save this. But I'm going to need at least 8 lattice and 8 strips of lattice. That's good. There we are. I think I'm only gonna get 4 from this. Well, I got 5. Need 3 more now. Actually, how much lattice would I need? I could probably use these for the ends. Yeah, I could. Where did I put my tin? Wait, I just had another tin. What happened to it? Oh, I put the I put the tin under the tin. I'm smart. Okay, cool. So I probably want to do. Okay, so probably 5 strips? I'm looking at this now. Yeah, I'm gonna probably want to do 5 strips here. Alright. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 3 more. I'm actually just gonna go back to my previous strips here and just recycle them. I don't see why not. I just gotta pretty them up a bit. flatten them a bit more, straighten them up a bit. It's 8, need 2 more. Oh, that's a better one. So I suppose I should try and start a conversation. What's your guys' favorite kind of pie? I'm gonna be honest and say that apple, stop that. Apple nor pumpkin are my favorites. I don't even really like pumpkin to begin with. But for myself, I very much take pleasure in eating a blueberry pie. I don't know, I think blueberry pie is kind of underrated. Because usually the two of the big pies out there that people mostly think of. Hold on, I'm getting pie crust. Is usually, you know, pumpkin and apple. And maybe lemon meringue, but you know, no one really thinks about blueberry pie, I think. Or at least not that I know of. Not many people around where I live or work with really like blueberry pie. But, oh, this is also making me think of another weird thing to talk about. Because, you know, in cooking school to where I learned how to cook, I like to have a lot, I really did like to have a lot of strange, random conversations about food and have weird takes about it. But then sometimes I have some really good takes to where it's like, you know, he might be cooking something. But like, there's times where I was thinking, we were doing pies, you know, and I was thinking like, you know, we do a lot of berry pies, you know, we do a lot of, you know, cherry pies, blueberry pies, whatever kind of pies you might want to say or think of. But you know what's one pie that's kind of surprising that isn't really a big thing that doesn't exist? Strawberry pie. Maybe it's just because that's where around I lived. Or it's just a regional thing for me. But you know, I never really hear of someone making a straight up strawberry pie. And I don't know why. Because, okay, it's not technically a berry, but most people think of it as a very good berry pie. And a lot of people like strawberries. I personally do not. I don't really like strawberries that much. But I digress because what I like doesn't really matter. It's more or less because strawberries are also so popular. So it's like, wait, why isn't this as popular as it should be? Because it's strawberries, and everyone loves strawberries. And I always felt that as a strange thing, and then I started talking to my associates, and then I started talking to my chef, like, hey, you know, there's a lot of pies out there in the world, and there's a lot of fruit out there in the world, too, that are very much enjoyed and all this such. So why is one of those things not commonly used? Strawberries. Like, we use I hear of blueberry pie more often than strawberry pie. And it's like, huh. Strange, you know? It's weird. Society. I'm also putting a glove on because other people are going to be eating this. And although they're family, it's still... Oh, shoot. I almost forgot. Ugh. Despite what I'm doing, and it's gonna be held down by pie filling, still a good idea to dock. You never know. And before I actually do this, I actually gotta pull out the pie crust and check on it. My alarm's going off. My arm is vibrating. Alright, Pie Crust, how you looking? How you looking here? How you looking? I'm surprised strawberry pie isn't a thing. Exactly! Strawberry pie! Why is it not a thing? Really? I'm not a fan of strawberries, but still, it's like, it's so weird to think of it like that. And the pie crust is actually looking pretty good. I'm gonna throw it back in the oven, of course, because the bottom of the pastry is still a little wet, so I want to dry it out. But it's only gonna take like 5 minutes, so it doesn't cook completely, because we still have to put filling inside of it too. So I'm just gonna put it in for 5 minutes, and I'm gonna start working on the other pie. Oh, also, by the way, hi Juan. I'm not trying to ignore you. I'm sorry, sir. But hi! Hello! Hello, my, oh my, is that my favorite, were tiger? I definitely remember what they are supposed to be, yeah! 100% remember. But yeah, it's strange, no? Think of it like, really think about it. Why is strawberry jam? Like, you know, there's strawberry jam, there's jellies, all these sort of things, but not strawberry pie. Why? Why? There's blackberry pies. I hear more blackberry pies than strawberry pies. But still, just like, why? Why doesn't it exist? It doesn't have to be this way. Don't you dare say it is what it is. Just because it has to be is that way doesn't mean it has to be this way. Come on, get all that. Come on, get it out. There we are. I really do like how I made this pie filling. It's nice, deep, rich in color, rich in flavor as well. Alright, gonna just try and make sure it's all pressed very neatly and tightly down, so it's nice and homogeneous. I'm also gonna do a cheeky little thing here and actually get my hand a little slathered in the syrup and then kind of line the ends of this. And then, weird enough, I'm actually going to keep this glove. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna toss it. Never mind. But you'll understand what I'm gonna do with the container I still have. So I'm gonna hold on to that. Not gonna clean it yet. Anything can be a pie if you put your heart into it. I've always tried to make a Scottish meat pie, but I've never quite pulled it off. Like a shepherd's pie? Yeah, they can be fairly difficult to do. You just gotta know what you're doing. Maybe I should do a shepherd's pie stream. That'd be fun. But first, before we do that kind of pie, I want to make a lattice first. In which I am doing right now. They are fairly difficult, but as long as you know the way to do it, you're good. You're golden even. So, I'm gonna pull these two out, and then I'm gonna put the first line out here. And then I'm gonna pull, because that's gonna be the starting point, but then I'm gonna get these right here and do another line here. Yar. And then I'm gonna put these three back over. And then put these two back over again. And then continue to alternate until I get the full lattice. Okie doke. Two more. And now I just need one more for the lattice. Wait, which one? Oh, okay, I think it's three. And there we go. That's a pretty nice looking lattice though, no? I think it's cute. I think it looks good, no? Alright. Got an extra lattice here, but I'm going to just now cut off these extra trimmings here because they are no longer needed. There we go. Is strawberry cheesecake a pie? Strawberry? You're basically asking me a very much of a hot take question. And you know what? I like that. Because that's a question I like. And come to think of it, I will 100% and go out and say, yes, I agree to that. I believe all cheesecake, everyone is coping, everyone is fake, everyone is trying to cope so hard. Because cheesecake is not a cake, it is a pie. So I get you. I understand where you're coming from, sir. Juwan. I know what you're saying, I know where you're coming from. And you know what? I agree with you. 100% I agree with you. Cheesecake has always been a pie. Yes, I know that. You know that. And a lot of smart people also know that. But there are some people in this world, godforsaken world, that believe that it is not. It is not. Anyways, now I gotta dock down this pie crust, this lattice, by using the fork technique again. And yeah, I gotta make sure it's nice and pressed down so it doesn't move as I bake it off. There we go. Nice and pressed down. I'm going to just do some final cleanings here. That being like any sort of excess, I'm gonna try and tuck it under the pie tin itself. And that is a beautiful looking lattice, if I do say so myself. How are cake ever going to recover? How are cake ever going to recover? Cake bros need to stop and think, like, you know what? Maybe it is a pie, because it is a pie. The recipes I found outside had lard, so my 2 attempts tried substituting shortening, because I don't typically have lard in my kitchen. Well, outside of that, of what the chef's midsection anyway. I'm gonna go out and say is don't even use lard, just use butter. Butter is just so much better. It's so much easier to work with. There's no point in wasting your time, unfortunately. I hate to say it, but there's no point in wasting your time in that. Hold on, I want to try and refresh something. I don't know why my chat is so, what's the word? On and off. Sometimes it wants to work, sometimes it doesn't want to work. Sometimes it feels like working, sometimes it doesn't feel like working. Hold on, let me try and fix that real quick. I'm gonna get really close to you, and I'm so sorry in advance, but I want to try and see chat. You are just as important. Oh my god, I can see you now. I was gonna go out and say such a like heart-loving thing, like, oh, you're all as important. No, you're not as important anymore. I figured it out on my own. I'm smart. Okay, cool. There we go. Well, outside of that, the chef's midsection anyways. Yeah, if you're just trying to make a nice pie, you don't really need lard, because that's kind of an old-fashioned. Unless you want to try and go for an old-fashioned flavor, then that is more power to you. That's all on you. However, I will tell you that I feel it's redundant to use lard, and butter just has better flavor. So that's my take. And also, shortening is completely different from lard, so you're gonna have very, very difficult results. I'm sorry to tell you so late about that, but lard is nothing in comparison. I mean, shortening is nothing in comparison to lard. So you kind of was doomed at the start. I'm sorry to tell you. If anything, it actually would be better just to use butter, because it is a animal fat. Well, not really like of a animal, but it's a fat that uses. It's fat from an animal. If that, it's just better. It's just better. Just use it. Well, outside. Okay, no, I keep thinking that you're talking, Shrimpy, but I think I'm just going insane. Ay. Crisco is absolute garbage. I agree. I hate Crisco. It just smells worse than lard, which I don't know how you do, but it smells horribly bad. Alright. Let's see here. I'm going to try to have some fun. And I'm going to try to design and make some funny, cool things. So for this, I'm actually going to sit down real quick and try to make sure I'm making these designs nice and well. Because I have to be exact, and if I'm not exact, it might not come out as well. So also keep that in mind. I'm going to try to be very... This is now turning into ASMR. I am sorry in advance. But am I, though? Am I truly sorry? Or am I just saying that to make you feel bad? Emotional manipulation. You've heard of emotional damage. Now get ready to be emotionally manipulated. Nah, I can't do that. Yeah, I'm trying to make creases right now to make it look like a leaf. You're not going to really be able to see the fine detail, but when I do take a picture, maybe you will be able to see the fine detail. But yeah, ignore that for now. I'm gonna press these together, make that thick. One leaf. Okay. Another. Focus on this stuff. I'm also trying to focus enough to where I can, like, lean forward, but you don't see my face. Gotta make sure I keep that VTuber identity a secret. Right. That's good. Okay, and now I'm just gonna have to make some rosary, some berries, I guess. So I'm just gonna take these little scraps here, ball them up. Alright. Little berries. I don't want to do anything more. Is that good? Here, let me see here. I'm gonna take out a spatula and try to. Okay, that's not gonna work then. All right, cool. I'm just gonna put them on one by one then. Put it right here like this. Put another one right here. And looking at it now, I think it needs one more. Needs one more leaf. You know, I'm kind of wondering, I didn't even check her schedule, but you know Mila, I kind of wonder if she's gonna go online. It'd be kind of nice if we could raid her. I don't know. I need to try and interact with her more. Well, it's not like I need to, it's actually more that I want to interact with her more, so there's more importantly that I want to try and do. Needs and wants are two different things, but sometimes those needs override everything. Alright, stick together now. That looks kind of cute. You can't see the fine detail of it probably just because of this camera is not so great, but it does look good. Trust me. Please. Anyways, I need to now do one more thing. I want to make sure that this pie crust gets the best possible color possible. So I'm gonna get some egg wash here. And I'm gonna get a little spatula, brush, and just brush the lattice carefully. Honestly, I should probably water down, because this is what I'm using is a yellow wash. It's just pure egg yolk, which is gonna give me an extraordinary color, but it might give me color too quickly, so we'll see. I'm too lazy and I'm already committed. That being said, I'm not so lazy enough to where I'm not going to get a little bit of water to clean off my brush to kind of dilute it in a way. But you get the idea, you get the point here. Help wash it off, help wash off my brush as well. I'm actually gonna try and wash out the crust first. The outer ring, so to say. Because I don't really have a good technique when it comes to brushing. Because usually when I do brush it, I always forget about the outer ring. So I should probably just do that first. And then just kind of just going in the inside out. I feel like a painter almost, because I'm trying to be very precise, but not precise enough to really go like, oh, I'm gonna be the most precise kind of person when it comes to this. Nah, I'm just kind of just messing around with it. I feel like an artist playing with my canvas here. Just happy little mistakes. Just like me, I'm a happy little mistake. No one tells me that, but I tell myself I'm just a happy little mistake. And I can say that because I'm adopted. Jeez. It's so much worse to make those jokes, and I don't hear anyone's reaction to that. I don't know, it's like, oh man, it's fun. It would be funny if there was a reaction towards it, but there's no reaction, so I just feel incredibly awkward. Anyways, that should be enough washing of it. Okay, enough wash. And since I'm gonna put this in the same time of the other pie I'm gonna put in, that being this pumpkin pie that we're gonna put in fairly soon, I'm also going to put in the pumpkin pie filling so I can hit 2 birds with 1 stone here. Get the pie crust, get the apple pie working, but then get the pumpkin pie working as well. 2 birds, 1 stone, as I've already said. The thing about pumpkin pie, you always want to make sure that you kind of hit it like this. Kind of like raise it up and then let it down. When you put the filling in at least, because the filling can have some air pockets in it. And when you have air bubbles in it, it kind of makes the pie a lot less fun. A lot less easier to work with. So, no, it ruins the end product. It makes these weird air bubbles inside. So getting rid of those air bubbles as much as possible before the dough goes in helps to minimize the issue. Alright. In it goes, and we're gonna start the timer at 15 minutes. 15. But we're not done yet. I still have one more pint of pumpkin pie filling, even though this one looks full. It's empty, trust me. I got one more, so I got one more good dough to roll out. Also, to able to answer your question, I prefer apple pie. Your oven door sounds like the back door to my house, and you just scared the heck out of me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's what I like to dub my granny oven. I call it that because it looks incredibly old and is incredibly old, but it's not grandmother. It's a granny oven. It's a granny oven. It's a granny oven, but it's not a grand granny oven. Now, if no one knows what a grand granny oven is when it's a stovetop and oven top, but it's electrical and it has coils. This one is not coiled. This one has. Hold on, I'm trying to wrap up my pie crust here because it's curtains. We're doing no more pie. Out of season, no more baking. Well, not at least for this. Yeah, I'm just gonna probably put this pie crust in just my refrigerator. Which also, my refrigerator is absolutely stuffed with mac and cheese and stuffing and bread. It is kind of funny. But you know what tomorrow is, right? Thanksgiving. And my parents had tried to convince me to make as much as stuff for them as possible. And you know what? I obliged. Because at that same time, even though it's like, man, I gotta make all this food, I'm also by proxy cooking for my Mr. and Mrs. Claus, as my parents like to say. So I know that at the end of the day, it's gonna come back to me, so hey. Also, just thinking about, like, other things on top of it, man, I am actually so excited to when I can re-debut. I know I've been talking about it a lot, and it's no secret. I hope it's not a secret at this point, but I have a new outfit in the works. I have commissioned my very, very loving Papa and Mama, I guess in that sense, Sonic, and I'm very excited for him to get finished with the model. Because once that's done, I can't wait to show you all the stuff that I've been cooking. I've been going full VTuber, you know. I've been actually commissioning people. I've been trying to get a lot of stuff done. There's a lot of stuff in the works, and I'm very excited to show you all when it's time. Maybe at this point, maybe he'll be finished by maybe my anniversary next year. And I think that would be like perfect timing. I think that would make a lot of sense. New model during the New model during a momentous occasion of 2 years as a VTuber. I think that'd be pretty cool, no? And that's actually kind of weird to think about. I've been a VTuber for around a year? Almost 2? Which is kind of funny, because people that I've met and interacted with, and I guess even by proxy collabed with, they've only been around for a few years, but they're not just popping off, but they're like very, very talented in their own right. It's like they've been doing this for years, or at least longer than me. Though at the same time, I have to always remind myself is that when I do think about what I'm doing versus what they're doing, they much more expedite what they do. I still do this as fun. I always forget to remind myself, like, yeah, make sure you do this for fun. Don't push yourself a lot more than you need to be. So, there's that I gotta worry about, in a sense. Well, not worry about, but something I gotta keep in mind. And I always gotta say that to myself, no matter being online or offline, I gotta tell myself so I just don't lose my direction. The moment I lose my direction, I think is the moment I'm going to become like the $5 Twitch girl. You spend all this money, you spend all this time with me, and you don't spend any money on me. Okay, yeah, you get the point, you get the point. Funny, haha, Twitch girl begging for money because she doesn't want to go work at McDonald's anymore, blah 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 blah. Give me money! But don't give me money, because I don't want money. I want your attention, which is undoubtedly worse. Give me your attention. I want your attention. Give it. Who cares about money? Money is something I can always get. But you know something I can't get? Attention. I've revealed my true intentions. I have revealed my ulterior motives. I have given you my ulterior motives now. I don't want your money. That's too easy. I already have money. Not that much, but I still have money. But I have told you my ulterior motives. Give me your attention, or by God, I will become the Twitch girl. I will become Twitch girl. I will not beg for $5. I'll beg for 5 minutes. Oh, jeez, can you imagine that? Instead of like having a normal stream, it's just 5 minutes of pure ongoing like, oh my God, no one talks to me, no one likes me, no one wants to do anything with me, my life is bad, it sucks, you know, just being an attention whore like that. Thank God I'm not like that, jeez. But I know in some world, some timeline, a worse timeline than I'm in right now, that's probably the case, unfortunately. I don't want to think about it too hard, but there is a timeline, there is a scenario, I bet, somewhere in the world where that could have happened. That could have been me. I don't know how I got here, though. Time travel. Okay. Pumpkin pie is best pie? I disagree. I believe blueberry pie is the best pie. I think blueberry is very, very underrated. Or overrated if you see it often, but I don't ever see blueberry pie. I see blueberry muffins, but no pies. So yeah. I think that's all the pie can make. So I'm going to now start cleaning up my area. I'm gonna start throwing stuff away. And you know it wouldn't be a stream if I didn't reveal that I was actually making other bread on the side. Guess what? I'm making more sourdough! Cause I like sourdough. Get off my back. I have to make, it is by law, it is by human nature and by human law, to where if I don't make one loaf of sourdough at least once a week, I will go clinically insane and start going on a rampage, and you do not want to see that. It is a travesty and disgusting means of humanity that you'll never see of me, to where it is bad. But yeah, sourdough, it helps me keep my sanity. It keeps me alive. It helps me think. Think about all the good times and maybe bad times. I don't know. It helps me it helps this dementia, this not dementia, I don't have dementia, this really slow brain of mine. I don't know why I always have the idea to GoFundMe. I got a GoFundMe page. GoFundMe so I don't have to live anymore. I don't know why I'm making all these jokes, I'm sorry. Or am I sorry? So what was I talking about? I forgot. Hydration check, everyone. Drink some water. Drink some water. Drink some water. Or die. Drink some water or die. I command you.
Today we're going to find out if ChatGPT, the current smartest AI on the market, can beat the...
It's on autoplay. It's on autoplay. Okay. Oh yeah. I don't want to listen. I don't want to watch you right now. I'll watch you later. It's my favorite YouTube streamer guy. I don't know. It's one of the things I like to watch. Oh my god, it's Mr. Bell Pepper. Wow. Mr. Obama. Let's see. What else can I do? Well, my parents did say I should make brioche, some other bread for them, but unfortunately I can't make that because of this. You can't see it, but on my outlet I have on my wall I have two outlets, and they're both being used. One is for the oven, funny enough. Yes, there's an outlet for the oven. I don't understand, and I'm not gonna try to understand it, but that does exist in the wall. And I also got my laptop charger in there, so I can't bake brioche right now, and I'm not gonna be able to until I don't know. I just can't do it right now, unfortunately. So I'll probably have to do that off stream, and then we'll do something then. But right now I can't bake brioche. If I didn't remember, if I did not remember that I had a power strip. So I actually have a power strip. I forgot about this. Alright, I gotta be quick so I don't, like, kill my laptop here. Man, isn't this just, kind of scuff? Yes, I need a power strip. Oh, this looks really strange, does it not? Ugh. Yeah, let me try and just move stuff around. Yay, it's slightly hidden. You can't see the power strip. This looks just ever so slightly a little bit more scuff. Isn't that right? Okay, so now I need to... I guess I can make brioche. Oh, shoot. Ah, no, I turned it off. There we go. Now I can make some brioche. Maybe. Oh wait, that's right, I can't make brioche, that's right. So the thing about brioche, you need softened butter, or my recipe needs softened butter. It's a lot easier to have butter softened than melted, so I can't make brioche right now because this butter is hard. Hard butter. So the power strip, it does look kind of funny, and I'm not going to change it now. I got to commit to the bit here. But, you know, I could. If I was smart enough, I could have done it. So you know what? I'm going to do something. I'm going to do the next best thing. I'm going to get everything else prepared. I'm going to at least measure the ingredients, but I'm not going to be able to mix it, so... It's at least something. Let me get something done at least. I have Baja Blast. That's my final offer. What will you trade? Wait, so what do you trade? What do you want for the Baja Blast? I'm assuming you want to trade your Baja Blast for something else here, but you know, I don't know what you are trading your Baja Blast for. Baja Blast, more like, not Baja, Baja. Baja Blast isn't worth anything. That just makes me want it even more. You're saying it's not worth anything, and that just entices me. I want to know if it's worth anything now, because I've never had a Baja Blast. So I'm interested. I'm intrigued. What is this Bahaj Blast that you speak of? You said drink water or die. Oh, okay. You know what? That works. That's hydration, and that's all I really want for you at the end of the day. If you hydrate yourself with a Baja Blast, then you know what? That's something. Right. And my timer just went off, but a bit more time in the oven. Just gotta flip the tray. Okay, let's go for another 10. No, let's go. Yeah, let's go for 10 minutes this time. Alright. Mountain Dew is bad, and Baja Blast is from Taco Bell. I mean, that's not good for you, but it's the only thing you got, then you know it's the only thing you got. I can't really commend you for not having something, but if you have something that is good enough, then it's good enough, you know? Listen, I like to drink myself a nice good old thing of Coca-Cola every once in a while. Oh, these are clean dishes. I forgot to take out my dishwasher. He's clean. You look clean. What was I talking about? I'm doing my I'm doing chores now. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, I drink Coca-Cola all the time. If you drink Baja Blast or Mountain Dew, it's like, you know what? Who am I to say? Who am I to say? Because I am no better. I drink Coca-Cola, I drink black tar every single day. I like drinking carbonated black tar. I like putting that in my mouth and drinking and going slurp slurp. Minecraft drinking noises. Because boy howdy, it is some really good black tar. Is this how people like when they do the drugs? And they like drink themselves black tar heroin or something? You drink black tar heroin, right? I know this is a very strange thing to bring up and talk about now, but you drink black tar, right? It's like an alcohol, right? I don't know. It's clear. I'm just trying to clean out a container, making sure it is suitable for my brioche I'm going to make. I think I'm gonna put my dry ingredients in this thing, so I gotta be. No, it's not gonna be enough space. I'm gonna put my wet ingredients in there. So. This is actually kind of funny of how little wet ingredients I do need, but yeah, I don't really need that much. I just only need 182 grams of milk, which I'm not even sure if I have enough of. Oh my god, that's so funny. It's 182 exact in this little thing. It's fun. I love that. That's great. That's amazing. Oh my god, the world has been telling me to make brioche today. I have to clean out my carton here. Gotta make sure I put that recycling clean. I should probably heat this up, so I gotta nuke it. Nuking. That's body temp enough. Here we go. Okay, where did I put the yeast? Scallions. There it is. Actually, I should fill this. Been enough time, I can actually start refilling my yeast now. Right after I measure out how much yeast I need, and I need 17 grams. There we go. Alright. Finally, I get to have one less thing in my refrigerator now too, just filling this up with more yeast. Yeah. Am I missing anything? Oh, the yolks, that's right. I'm not gonna mix it into the yeast because that's a little strange, but I do need it. I've already explained on stream like once or twice before of how to make my brioche, right? I don't need to give anyone the rundown of it, right? Like it's just, you put everything together, you activate the stuff, and then you mix it together. It's not too crazy, right? The only thing I would recommend that you get if you were to try and make this recipe is that you use a mixer. One of the few times to where it's like, I would require you to use a mixer. Brioche is such a pain in the butt to make. You really want to make sure you have this, because it just makes your life so much easier. The mixing is just so much easier and great taskless, so. Got plenty of yolks, milk, yeast. Now I just need flour, sugar, salt, and butter. I can do that in 2 minutes. Salt is 16 grams. Sugar is going to be 73. 73 grams. And then in due time I'm going to, oh shoot, I'm gonna put in the flour. But, you know what, I can do that in 2 minutes. It's only been a few seconds. Okay, I need 545. 545. There we go. Now I just need butter, but that's just gonna kind of come when everything is more melty. Not melty, what's the word? Soft. Alright. Okay, I got a minute to measure out butter. Alright. Butter speedrun, here we go. Man, imagine that, a butter speedrun. I remember I did a speed run, quote unquote a speed run of making mayonnaise, because I wanted to show how easy it was to make mayonnaise if you had the right equipment with you. Fun fact, trying to make mayonnaise is very, very easy. People might think it's like, oh, it's so hard, but if you have one tool that you should always have in your kitchen by default, it's brainless, it's very easy, it's simple. I think I can get anyone to do it. Because all you would have to do is just press one single button. That's all you would need. That's it. No more, no less. Press one button and you're all good. Instant mayo. Well, actually, near instant mayo. And just like that, my timer is going off. Alright, let's see. Bread reveal. Okay, the pumpkin pie needs time, but I can at least take out the no, you know what? We're gonna let it rock. Let it rock, let it rock, let it rock for 5 more minutes. It needs that 5 minutes, so. Alright, well now I get to put my prepared ingredients elsewhere for now. This is all set and ready to be mixed for later. And then once that's all said and done, then I gotta put the last pumpkin pie in and then we'll be all good to go. Yeah. Yeah! Oh yeah, you didn't see the... Okay. Yeah! Yeah, this is kind of the, I guess, the worst part when it comes to baking. People might think like the worst part of baking is like, oh yeah, I gotta let bread rest, or man, I gotta let dough rest, or whatever it may be. But the worst part about when it comes to baking is actually doing the baking part of the thing. It's always kind of frustrating for me. It's kind of annoying. It's like, I have patience, alright. But I'm also very impatient when I know that there's only 3 minutes left, and it's like, okay, come on. These 3 minutes need to go faster. They need to go faster. I can't focus here. I need 3 minutes. It's just 3 minutes. What can I talk about? I don't know what to talk about for 3 minutes. I don't know what to do for 3 minutes. I don't know how to control myself for 3 minutes. You know what? I'm gonna drink some water. I'm also gonna put my rolling pin away. Water. The most delicious of all things. Sorry if I've been nodding off. I was working the night shift. I need some sleep. Then how about you go to sleep then? Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm sleepy. Then go to sleep. Oh my god, I'm hungry. Then go eat. Okay, I know that okay, the eating part can be a bit dodgy. I know, okay. That can be a little dodgy, this eat part. But the sleeping part, if you're sleepy, just go sleep. If you're hungry, I don't know. If you're thirsty, go drink water. Just drinking water is a little bit easier than eating. You can at least drink water from the tap, and it's not always great. But sometimes you don't have food, and you know what? I can understand that. Despite working in the industry of where you can cook a lot of food, sometimes there are some days, some nights where you just don't have anything and you can't cook anything. So you just gotta have a water dinner, and consisting of water, a little bit of salt, and more water. Sucks. Oh, and bread, bread too. Always got a lot of bread on standby, so that's at least a plus for me. But sometimes bread doesn't always hit that feeling, you know? You need some actual nutrition. So, not to say bread is not nutritious, it is, but I don't know. What am I talking? I've never been in a situation like, oh, I need food, so I don't want to talk about that. I feel bad. But, my god, me trying to talk and ramble on for all of that nonsense, it does not feel like it's been 3 minutes. It's felt like I've been trying to talk and stretch this out for 10 or 15 minutes. It doesn't feel like what it's... Ay. Alright. Well, it's been 5 minutes. Time is going off. And let's see. Alright. I think I gotta let it go a little longer. Alright. I lied. It has 5 more minutes, and that's just because I keep opening and closing the oven. That's just kind of a natural, that's just kind of a normal baking thing. If you keep opening the oven, the temperature of the oven is going to go down. So by proxy, when the oven goes down in temperature, you gotta make it go longer with time because you keep opening and closing, blah, 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 blah. You know that thing, if you ever bake cookies or you're ever baking something like at home and your parents tell you stop opening the oven, they do have a good reason. Because the more you open the oven, the longer the thing that you're trying to cook takes time to bake. There's a saying to where it's like every single time you open the oven, you gotta add 15 minutes. Although that is not completely true one-to-one, there is some sort of like, okay, if I open the oven, I gotta probably make it go for like 2 or 5 or whatever, how many minutes I gotta delegate and see. So yeah. Also, this pumpkin pie recipe, I threw out the can, and I don't know how long it's supposed to be cooking for. However, there's actually a few ways you can tell when a pumpkin pie is finished cooking, and it's the wobble test. You want to make sure when you bake a pumpkin pie, you don't really want to go by time exactly. You want to make sure that when you do shake, you want to make sure you shake the pie on your pan a little bit, just to make sure that it is completely cooked, because if there is a lot of wobblage, it's still raw and it's going to be very wet. If there is a very slight and subtle but stiff wobble, then it is perfectly cooked. It's going to be smooth, rich, and velvety. But if you have if there's no wobble and it's completely stiff, then, you know, it's going to be completely, it's going to be completely curdled, and it's going to be very nasty and disgusting. You literally have all the attributes of a famous YouTuber, but somehow you're not. You literally have the attributes of every single human being, but here you are, at some random nobody stream, trying to talk down to them. Look at you, you're sitting here watching said VTuber you're trying to make fun of, and what are you doing? Sitting at your keyboard, being a keyboard warrior, not trying to make a life for yourself? What are you doing? Doing nothing? Ah, my god, come on. If you're gonna try and be a nuisance, then at least try and be a good nuisance. Or at least set yourself in a higher standard. You're trying to literally pick on the little kid. I know I'm a little kid. You can pick on me as much as you want, you idiot. My god. Oh my god, I'm happy though. That's my first hater. Yes, I love that. I'm actually becoming a YouTuber. I've been having it too good for too long. Yeah! We had a hater! Someone, clip that. There's a hater. There's a hater in chat. But you're somehow not. You literally have all the attributes of a famous YouTuber, but somehow you're not. That doesn't sound like a compliment. It's like saying, hey, you look like you can be a good person, but you're not. That's not a compliment. That's just an underhanded slight of an insult. What do you take me for? Actually, you know what, Alucard, are you still there? Ban this man. Get rid of this guy. He's wasting his time. He should be going out and working or something. He's sitting on his computer trying to pick on little small people just because he has nothing else to do with his life. Quick, ban this guy. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna beat you to it. I'm gonna ban this guy. Yeah, you're gonna waste my time. I'm gonna waste your time. Actually, you know what? Continue talking, actually. You're content for me. I like content. Come on. Your next message, come on. Say it. I want content, man. Come on. Give me some content here. I need some content. I need some clout. I need some clout here. Give it. You're gonna talk smack? You gotta come on with smack. Come on. It's taking you quite a long time. Come on. You got it. You have nothing else to do with your life. I have nothing to do with my life. Why am I streaming? Come on. Sounds like you could be the greatest singer in your voice, but somehow you're not is definitely a compliment. No. You're in some weird, sort of distorted world. I don't know. That doesn't seem like a compliment to me. And also your name, your username, really makes me think that you're not. So, well, you wasted my time. I'm wasting your time. Oh, hey, my pie's done. Nice. That is a slight wobble. Looks good enough to me. And thank you for your little bit of content. I'm gonna now kill you. Goodbye. I pressed the wrong button? No, okay, cool. Nice. Put user in timeout. Remove. You know what? Yeah, you go a little in timeout as well. Insult to injury. You get hidden and now you're timed out. Congratulations. I hope you feel like the biggest idiot in the world. Salt, come down, mate. No. Listen, it's the first time someone's trying to talk smack, and I think it's funny. I've been waiting for this moment my entire life as a streamer. It's like the one thing that everyone's worried about, and it's like, oh my god, I want this to happen. Please, I want this to happen. It's just pathetic, you know? You got really nothing better to do with your life, and you're just gonna try and say some nonsensical nonsense. I love it. I like it. Do it more. I have nothing to do with my life. Please, I got nothing. I'm just like you. You have nothing to do with your life. So do I. Anyways, before I continue talking, if you can see it, yeah. You can see there's a slight wobble with the pie. There's a slight but stiff wobble, so you can tell that it's fully cooked by that. It's a lot like how if you got a piece of bread and then you tapped on the bottom, it's a lot like that. So now this pie is perfectly cooked. I don't know where to put it though. I'm lacking the space. But yeah, I can just put it on my table over there. Yeah, I gotta take a picture of these later, but I gotta put them somewhere else for now. Okay. Well, I still got another pie to do. But yeah. And that's that, really. Oh, I gotta put another timer. I almost forgot. There we go. Alright, cool. Now we gotta wait again. Another 15 minutes. You and me, staring into the abyss of the unknown. Again. 15 minutes. What am I gonna do for 15 minutes? I can't think of doing anything in 15 minutes. I'm not smart enough for this thing. Here, let's go... Let's go down. There's nothing. I don't know what to talk about. I really need to double. Okay, sorry. No, I just now noticed you. Hi, Shrimpy. What are you saying? You don't want to end up on Marie Callender's Twitter? Double the oven temp and it will be done in half the time. I don't think it works. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately. It doesn't work like that. Unfortunately. I wish it worked like that. Oh my god, that would make bread baking and any sort of baking just so much more faster. Unfortunately, that is not the case. Despite what Phineas and Ferb might teach you. I remember that. I remember that. That was a bit in like Phineas and Ferb. To where it's like, I think it was Candace's friend. I don't remember. It was it Stephanie? I can't remember it at all. I don't know. You don't want to end up on, yeah. The Marie Callender comment was you saying you don't always want to cook. It was a set time or something to that effect. What? The Marie Callender comment was you saying something you don't always want to cook. It's set for a time. Huh? I don't understand. I actually do not understand what this question is. I'm not smart enough to understand. I can't read. Well, I can read, but I don't understand. Do the thing to where your eyes look both ways. Okay, sure. Is it this button? No, okay. Numlock. I don't think I can. Here, let me try again. Oh, okay, here we go. There you go. This is the fan service I give. You know how like most VTubers will be like giving a fan service of like other things, I guess is a safe way to say it. Yeah, no, you want derpy eyes? I give you derpy eyes. And that I kind of do think they're kind of funny too. I did not ask Sonic to do this, but he went out of his way to go give me derpy eyes like this. It's great. It's amazing. I love it. It really does embody like the energy I feel in my head. It's just nothing in my head. It is completely empty. There is nothing going on in here. It's just actually, it kind of look. If I just have one eye open, it kind of just looks like I'm looking the other way. Like, oh, what's that over there? Do you see that? What's over there? Oh wait, I see something over there. Wait, that's kind of funny. Oh, hey, I see something over there. No, wait, I see something over there now. It's kind of funny. I like that. Uh-oh. 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 Wait. I want my eyes back. Okay. Whew. Okay, got it back. Words are hard. There was a viral thread 2 years ago about a woman blaming Marie Callender for burning a pie, and you said something about baking longer, and I was trying to make a reference. Oh, you see, I thought you were making a reference to Phineas and Ferb, because there was an instance in one of the episodes, I can't remember which one, to where they were trying to make something really quickly. It's like, okay, so if you do the math, do it 2 times, then it's gonna be done 2 times quick, because they were short on time, and that's what they did. So, bro, you literally have all the amazing attributes to a great YouTuber, but surprisingly, you're not. You know what? I feel like I know what's going on here. And you know what? I'm gonna let it rock. Sure, yeah. I don't really want to be a YouTuber though, so it's whatever. Being a YouTuber is not really on my bucket list. I don't really want to be a YouTuber. Bleh. I don't want to be like a YouTuber with a lot of subscribers or whatever it may be. I don't know. That's not really an interesting thing for me. What is it then? I want to be a cook. I want to be a chef. Well, actually, I can't say I want to be this because I am one. At my job, I'm a cook, I'm a chef, for this one, like, really high-end membership club in the city. But it's like, it's kind of mundane, it's kind of boring, and it's like, you know what? I got nothing else to do, but boy howdy do I got a lot of time. So, you know what? I'm gonna sit around and just do stuff. I'm gonna be a silly little guy online, because that's fun. But yeah, you know what? I'm at this point in life to where even though it's like, man, my life is kind of boring. It's also kind of that point of life to where it's like, you know what? I'm pretty happy with my life right now. I mean, how many 22-year-olds are going to be happy? How many people in life are going to be like that, you know, in 22? Being like, you know what? I feel like I've accomplished, not everything, obviously, but you know what? I'm pretty good in life right now. I can't complain. Well, I can complain. There are a few things I could complain about, but at the same time, it's like, you know what? I don't care. Life is great. Life is good. I'm just a little bit of an idiot. A little bit, very big much of an idiot. And you know what? That's fine. I don't want to be smart. I don't want to be trying to save people because that's not my job. I'm here to cook food. And hey, I wanted to be a VTuber just to try and show off that cooking is not hard. It's actually fairly easy. So, but you have a lot of time and you still want to... But you have a lot of time, but you still want to earn enough for yourself. No. I don't honestly get how people want to get like big houses or big cars or stuff like that. Listen, man, I just want a fish tank in my house. And I have a fish tank in my house. I have Jeffrey. You can't see him right now. You can't see him right now because he's in his fish tank. He's a fish. It's not like a dog, unfortunately, but he is over there. His name is Jeff. He's my little goldfish. He's been alive for like 2 years and such. But like luxury for some people, or like in the majority of most people's minds, is like, you know what? I want a big house. I want a big car. I want to live in the most expensive of areas and have the most expensive of things. I'm not for that life. I think that life is mundane, boring, and soulless. I want to just bake pies. I want to bake breads. I want to have a cool little... I want to have a goldfish tank in my house. I just want the most luxurious thing in my mind that I really want. I want a good gaming PC. That's the good all end all thing I want. And maybe a house, but at that same time, I don't really want a house because I don't need a house. I live by myself. I don't have many friends in real life, and you know what? I don't care. Well, I do care, but I don't have many friends. My family's not that big to begin with. And you know what? I just need a small little room to myself. If I can bake, if I can play games, I am happy. I'm complacent with my life. I don't need to go out and party every single day. I don't need to go to freaking all across the world or something, you know? I'm happy with my life. I'm happy with my life right now, and I can change it at a minute's notice. But, you know what? All things considered, it's pretty okay. Crazy, can you unban my other account? You know what? You know what? Sure. You know what? I'm gonna go out and say I'm sorry. It seems like I did jump the gun on you. You know, and I'm sorry about that. I apologize for jumping the gun. It's that little bit of wacky that's kind of going out on me right now. I don't know. It happens, I guess. I am not the perfect person in the world, but I am also not held down by normal morals. What a roller coaster of a ride. Yeah. Well, talk about an arc. Talk about talk about a serious set of events. I start smacking you on top of the face. You come back and I just unsmack your face. How do you unsmack someone's face? Like, here, face. You just go like rub them and just unsmack? Oh no. I was sterile, so I couldn't touch my phone. Oh, are you working with your mushrooms again? I've been seeing your Twitter posts and stuff. You've been working with your Liberty Caps? I thought Liberty Caps were poisonous or something. Or are they, you know, actually edible to eat? I don't know. Hey, people out there watching this stream. Actually, why is there 8 of you on stream right now? Why are you here? Why? Thank you for being here. I appreciate it, and the algorithm is very happy. But why are you here? Don't be here. Ah, shoot! Okay. Sorry, I just accidentally just slapped my oven to 500 degrees. I'm trying to go for 350. Ugh. But thank you all for tuning in. Oh my goodness. But if you want to see some real primo content, you see that person talking in chat right now, Juwan? Yeah, he's pretty cool. And also, by proxy, actually I haven't seen him stream that much, but Shrimpy9000, he's pretty cool. He's a pretty cool tempura guy. You should follow him on Twitch. Juwan, I believe, is only on YouTube, so go follow him on YouTube, or subscribe to him. But with Mr. Shrimpy9000, make sure you go follow him on Twitch. Actually, you know what, I could probably shout him out. Unfortunately, there's not many people on Twitch anymore. But you know what? I don't mind. Shrimpy9000. We must make sure Shrimpy... Did I do the right Shrimpy? Oh no, there's 2 Ys! No, that's the wrong Shrimpy. That's the wrong Shrimpy. Don't follow that. Don't follow that Shrimpy. That's the wrong Shrimpy. Wrong Shrimpy. I didn't notice that you had 2 Ys in your name. That's funny. Wine caps. Wine caps. I don't know what wine caps are. I bet they taste good. I'm going to assume that they don't taste like wine though. So, wow, nice. I don't know. I don't know much about shrooms, my man. I only know about like shiitakes, maitakes, portobello, baby bellas, creminis. I'm trying to just say all the marshmallows, the mushrooms I know on top of my head. Morels, chanterelles, hen of the woods, chicken of the woods, oysters, Anaheims, but those are Anaheims? That's the red ones. Those are the poisonous kinds. Those are the psychedelics. What else? What else is there? Did I already say shiitake? Okay, cool. Shiitake I already said. Liberty caps. Enokis, brown enokis, belches, king oysters, trumpets, enokis. Those are all the mushrooms I got. Face reveal? No. Never. If I would face reveal to you, that kind of does defeat the purpose of me as a VTuber. The reason I'm a VTuber is that you don't know who I am. So you can't make any assumptions about me. There is no assumption. You gotta make an assumption of my personality. And also, I'm just really, really ugly, so you don't need to see that. Just see the just see the funny anime boy on your screen right now. You don't need to worry about the face. Trust me, I'm saving you the time. You don't need to see that. Ow. 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 Cool. Going to now throw this one back into the oven just to dry it out. Yeah, trust me when I say this. I don't want to show you my face because if I showed you my face, windows would shatter, worlds would end, and I think society as we know it would crumble. I'm doing everyone a favor. It's bad. It's dumb. It does not look like the K-pop idol I need to be. I did not get the good sides of the Korean genetics here, alright? I'm not the K-pop idol like Sunhari. That's an alcohol brand. I'm trying to think of a K-pop idol. There's someone in chat. I bet there's someone in chat that knows more about K-pop than me. I don't know any K-pop. Either way around it, I don't look like a K-pop idol, and by proxy, since I don't look like K-pop, I don't look like a good Korean. I am a disgrace to my society. I am sorry. I'm a filthy banana. Filthy banana. I'm a filthy American. I've been whitewashed. I don't know. Are these hot takes to say? Are these spicy things to say? Is it spicy to downplay myself? I'm not sure. But you know what? Laugh. Do it. I'm making fun of myself for your own pleasure, please. I don't know. Well, I think I'm fake Asian. Shake my SMH my head. Listen, I did not ask to be a fake Asian. It's just how it is, okay? It was not my I guess it was my destiny. It was not my intention of being the most fake Asian I know. It's not my fault. I did not ask for this life. Actually, to be fair, I didn't ask to be lived. I didn't ask to be born. I'm sad. No, I'm kidding. I'm revoking your Asian. No, my Asian. No. You can't take that. Don't take that. Come on, it's all I have. Don't take that at least. No, it's all I have. Juwon, no. I didn't know you were Asian. Oh my god. But no, please don't take that. It's all I have. It's all I have. Annyeonghaseyo. No. Please. No, that's all I have. I don't have anything else. That's the only thing I got. I wash rice. Does that count for anything? No, please. I need that. My Asian card. I need that. I'm not sure how I would live without my Asian card. Please. No, I need that. If you take that, I don't know what would happen. I think they would cut my eyelids. Actually, no, that... Okay, so just thinking about that, has anyone ever seen that thing on Twitter to when someone was trying to plastic surgery themselves to make them Asian? For some things, okay, I can understand, but that's kind of weird for me. I don't know. Some things I can understand, but then there's like stuff like that that's like really wacky, really crazy. It's why? I'm not from Asian. I'm from the Asian. I'm from the Asian Licensing Bureau, and you're behind your Asian taxes. No, wait, hold on. Please don't, please don't. I got the tax. I got your tax payment. I got your payment right here. Please, I need my Asian card still. Take it. Ah, that burns. Oh my god. Smart self like me. Oh yeah, rice that just came out of the oven. Kind of hot still. Yeah. My hands kind of burned now. Ugh. I'm gonna need a kilo of rice. Thank you very. Okay, a kilo. Okay, no problem. All right. There you go. I got your kilo of rice right here. I got your kilo of rice right here. I think it's a kilo. Because a kilo is 1,000 grams, right? Yeah, this is probably 10 pounds of rice. I got 10 pounds of rice. Does this pay off my Asian taxes? I have the rice. I have the necessary funds. Please, please, I need my Asian card still. Great, your Asian. Yeah, great. Your Asian privilege card has been restored. Yay! Yay, I can be Asian again! Oh my god, that's crazy. Yes. No, I just dropped rice everywhere. I killed a village. You know, thinking about rice for a moment, I kind of want to make some rice right now. Fortunately, I don't really. Actually, do I have beans? Oh my god, I do. I have beans. Oh yeah, I can have rice and beans. Oh my god, yes. I got canned beans. They're canned beans though, so you know, canned beans. But I got beans. And I like myself a nice good old bowl of rice and beans, you know? Very, very good, very simple. Rice on its own is very good, but adding a little bit of beanage to it, good, it's tasty. Microwave beans in covered microwave safe container. Okay, so I can microwave this can, right? Yeah, let me go try that. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. That's a little bit too stupid for me. Don't microwave your cans. That's bad for you. If there's kids watching this, first of all, I just caught you. This is an age-restricted stream. This is 18. This is an 18+ stream. What are you doing here? You should not be watching me. I'm stupid. And also, don't microwave cans. Don't microwave anything metal, or you will die. Also, another thing is, I'm just kind of realizing that my mic has been peaking this entire stream. How is the mic quality? Am I too loud? I imagine, if anything, I am extraordinarily loud. So, I'm just gonna take myself down a notch, you know? Mic's all good? Well, you know what? I hope I'm better. Sounds good to me. Well, you know what? I'm gonna be better now. I'm gonna be better now. I'm better now. Actually, you know what? I'm actually gonna go cook myself some rice. I'm just gonna go into the outlet over here and just cook myself some rice. It's funny, I only have one outlet in my kitchen, but I got 2 outlets everywhere else. I'm not even sure if you can even hear me right now. Can you hear me? Yeah, okay, I'm not sure if you could have heard me that entire time. I just got myself, I just had to go plug in my rice cooker, because I'm craving myself some nice rice and beans. Or heck, I might just make tacos, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But I am feeling maybe a little bit of, what is it? do feel like tacos, so maybe I might make extra rice so I can put the rice with some taco seasoning and then put the beans together, and I got some extra beef I can do, and then cut some lettuce and tomato and onion and make myself a nice little taco, steak taco, of course. Brother, you are worse. I'm worse now? I sound worse? Wait, do I sound worse now? Hold on, wait, if I sound worse, let me fix myself. Hold on. Brother, you are so much worse. Thanks. I try my worst. I try my worst to be bad. I try to be bad. But people don't think I'm bad, and it's like, wow, what are you thinking? I am bad. I'm the worst. I want to be the worst, but actually I don't. I do, but I don't. It's weird. It's like a weird love-hate relationship. Okay. Rice. Actually, how long has it been? Oh, it's only been like 8 minutes. Cool. Rice. So funny thing I just kind of learned recently, which makes sense, but so I just found out that rice inherently has a lot of mold on it. Which I kind of found interesting, but it makes sense, because in a lot of like food service, about health and food service, there's always a talk about, yeah, make sure that you throw away the rice before the end of service. And it's like, I wonder why. Why can't we use the rice? And now it's just like, oh, because mold can actively grow on rice, because rice is kind of just, well, a dehydrated feed, and I guess you can probably still grow rice even if it's still hot, but the germ is still inside of the grain or something. I don't exactly know. It's just kind of like an assumption here, you know? I'm not sure. I'm not smart when it comes to food. The only thing I'm confidently smart in is with bread. But even at that, I don't think I know everything there is about bread, which is kind of a shame. It's a Greek tragedy, truly. Everything has mold in it, but molds love their carbs. That is true. But you know what mold doesn't like? The cold. Or at least that's what I'm figuring out, because usually in the summertime when I make a lot of bread, I gotta make sure that bread gets either eaten, frozen, or taken away by someone else as quickly as possible. Because no matter what, within 3 days, the bread will mold. However, it's winter time, and easily I can say that it's been, for one of my loaves of bread, it's been about a week. It's been about a week's worth of time, and there hasn't been a single splodge of mold anywhere. Yet. And I'm kind of surprised, though I'm not going to complain, because mold just makes me sad. It makes me know that it lets me know that I wasted a whole bunch of bread, but you know what they say, it is what it is. Also, another thing just to mention, cold slows down metabolism down, and microbes. Okay. That makes sense. So I'm actually kind of curious now. I'm gonna test your food knowledge, because it kind of crosses with mushroom knowledge and microbes. Do you know what zones of temperatures microbes grow best in? You should know this. If you know a lot about microbes. Or at least I think you would know, so. If you don't, I can tell you. But I feel like you should know. I don't know. Body temp? Lol. Okay, well, I guess, I don't know. This is what I get for knowing specifics, and I'm just a weird person when it comes to numbers. But it is, technically, on paper, it is 41 through 135. Those are the temperature danger zones when it comes to food. But I imagine for you, that'd be very good to know, because that's when microbes really get active. And I gotta ask you a question now, Mr. Juwan. You're kind of the shroom guy. You're kind of the fun guy here. So I need to ask you, what is the name of the mold that grows on, like, normal food? Like the green, the white molds, and stuff like that. Does it actually have a name? And more importantly, is it deadly? Because I always kind of wondered, like, is it bad for you? Like, I know that the general rule of thumb, if the mold shows up, you want to throw it out regardless, because that's almost like setting up a flag of like, hey, we've been here, but now we're showing you that we're here. Green mold, I think it's trick. I think it is trick. So, is it deadly though? Is it like gonna kill me if you were to eat a little splodge of it? I'm not gonna ever eat a bread that's moldy, even if a little bit, but you know. Triodermeca. Actually, I'm gonna check on my bread right now. I don't know. Yeah, no mold. I'm gonna make a grilled cheese of you later. The bread. It's nice and soft and supple. It's like the perfect kind of bread. It's great. But I'm kind of curious, is it actually deadly or is it dangerous? Will it get you sick? I'm asking you this because you're the smart kind of guy when it comes. You're the mold guy, I'm the bread guy. This is the things I gotta ask Juwan. You've now committed yourself to the task. You're here now. What was I doing again? Oh yeah, the pie. Mold guy, you're the fun guy! Yeah! Sorry, not mold guy, I meant fun guy. But fun guy and mold are kind of the same thing, you know? Well, yeah, they're kind of not really, but you get what I'm trying to say, because they're... I think mold in general is not good for you, lol. Okay, fair enough. I'm just kind of... I never kind of looked into it. I never really looked into, like, oh, why is mold bad for you? I don't know, I'm a person that goes like, I'm a person of, if you tell me it's bad, and you tell me it's bad, I will assume that it's bad, and it's like, you know what? Sure, that's bad, and I'm not gonna do it anymore. But other than that, I don't really ever look this stuff up. It's like, yeah, that's bad. I don't know why it's bad, but boy, it's bad. The thing is, the mold spores are everywhere, but our immune system is good at getting rid of them. That makes sense. This pie actually looks really good. I'm very happy about it. It looks really stunning. It looks stunning. It looks amazing. Here, I actually gotta take this little thing right here, and I'm actually gonna go take a picture. I'm gonna bring the pies back over here. Pictures. Snappy snap. I gotta get these pictures for the gram, you know? For the gram. That, and I can also give you all a bunch of visual stimuli, so you're not just staring at my hands going like this and that and blah, 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 blah. But you also get to see pies, what you've probably came here for. If you came here for pies, I'm sorry. These are not good pies. Well, they're good. They're pretty okay. They're pretty pies. But they're not amazing. They could be a lot better. Either way around it, I gotta take a picture. You take a selfie. Well, not a selfie. Let me take a pie pic. I'm not smart enough for this. How am I doing this? How am I trying? Why am I trying to create content? It's not even good. These pies look really good though. And I will probably try to send pictures of these on my Discord if you are a part of it. Alright. Pies. Big ol' pies. Big ol' tasty looking big ol' pies. Yeah. They do actually look really good, and they smell even better. And I'm kind of annoyed, because I'm not going to be able to eat these pies until tomorrow, unfortunately. Or at least the apple pie. I'm not too much of a pumpkin pie kind of guy. I don't really like pumpkin pie that much. But apple pie, though, apple pie is always great for me. Though, there is a bit of specifics when it comes with pie, apple pie, and ice cream. Because there are a lot of people that are like, oh, you want to always have apple pie with ice cream, or you want to make sure that it has this when you do apple pie and ice cream. In which I say, I have very strange rules when it comes to apple pie and ice cream. So, I'm going to tell you them, because I'm weird. So, streusel topping, this is not streusel, this is a lattice. But a streusel topping, when it's hot, does not need ice cream. However, if it is lukewarm or cold, that is a suitable time to have ice cream on top, because it just makes sense in my head. Though, it gets a little bit different when it's a crusted pie or a lattice pie, because if that's the case, the pie needs, if it's a lattice pie, no, if it's a crusted pie and it's hot, it needs ice cream. But if there is a crusted pie and it's cold or lukewarm, then it doesn't need ice cream because it's already kind of cold, and I think it already fills the niche of like it doesn't need to be any more cold than it already is. I'm weird. The rules are inconsistent. I don't know why I follow them, but I do. And I never grew up eating pies, which is the funny thing, so I don't know where these rules came from. Actually, funny thing, when I actually grew up, my meal consisted of chicken, rice, pasta, and potatoes. My parents are very, very plain when they eat food, so I grew up eating very, very plain and boring food. That being said, though, right now, I eat a lot more interesting things. Like, I cannot even fathom or tell you of all the food that I eat. But, like, I eat more regional foods, I eat more of different cuisines. I actually had a banh mi yesterday, you know, banh mi's, you know, breads, focaccias, pizza, everyone has pizza. But, like, I've eaten a lot of kinds of different kinds of foods, you know? And especially that's kind of what I need to do, a part of my line of work. You gotta expand that palate. The more bigger the palate you have, the better you're prepared for the world. Yeah. So, but I'm now just kind of realizing and thinking about something. How am I gonna get these pies to fit into my refrigerator? I've already mentioned this. My refrigerator, it is stocked to the brim with stuffing, and not one, but 2 trays of mac and cheese. It's a lot of food. I don't know where to put them on. Put them vertically. That is a great idea. Let me try. There's not even enough space vertically in there. I don't think that's gonna be possible. I'm actually gonna just casually try to make this. You know what? I just got a bunch of random pickles here. Okay, they're not pickles, but they're like pickled vegetables. I'm just gonna snack on these now. I don't know. I'm not gonna drink the brine though. I'm not some crazy, like, absolute maniac. Look at how people can do that though. Drinking the brine of like pickles and stuff. I don't see that as being possible. It's too much vinegar. Though I can also say that I'm not very much of a vinegar kind of person. So for me, vinegar is very hard for me to take, hard for me to handle. I don't like vinegar. I need a good quote for my internship. Any suggestions? I don't like my internship. I'm gonna go watch a streamer. There you go. Alright. Hopefully with getting rid of that quart container in the refrigerator now, I can have a little bit more space. I mean slightly, but I don't think I have enough. And I gotta really eat a lot of food today. I have space, but not that much. Oh, yeah, okay, I can see where I can put stuff. I understand everything, yeah. There we go. Okay, well, I believe that pie should be done. Ah, yeah. Take a little look-see here. It has a very supple wobble. Very stiff wobble. Yeah, you know what? It's good. I'm having doubts, but at the same time, if there's that much doubt... Actually, it does need like 5 minutes. I'm looking at it now, and it's like... It's on that fine line of being almost done, but it needs just a little bit more time. So I'm gonna let it rock in the oven for the last 5 minutes. And then at that point, it is completely done. But yeah. Well, other than that, I think I should probably end stream today. I mean, there's not much more to really talk about. You see the pies? They're done. Yeah, that's, I don't know what else to talk about. Because if I end stream right now, I might make another stream and I'll probably stream Minecraft later today. But I do want to make some food, first and foremost, and I also need to go put these pies away too. So I got a few things on my plate I need to get done first before I actually get done with today. I need to get done for today so I can have a nice Thanksgiving tomorrow. So I think I'm going to end it off today. And Lime, I am very sorry for going after you today. I'm gonna just, before I say anything, I am sorry for going crazy at you. I don't know what happened. It's like someone else possessed my body. It is very, very strange. Salted. Salty. But thank you for streaming today. Who's gonna win the Euro? What Euro? Are we winning money? Like, are we talking about Euro monies or like Europeans. I don't know. Well, either way around it, I don't know. I don't even know what you mean by Euro. No context here. But I'm not gonna try and get. Oh, American. Yeah, I'm American. Haha, bye bye. Yeah, no, I don't blame you. Ew, Americans. Ugh, ew. Here, we're gonna go raid Salte on the Twitch side of things. We're gonna go raid another Salty. Would you believe it? But yeah, I don't know why you didn't think I was American. What other normal human being would just lash out at you randomly and go like, yeah, I'm sorry. Americans. No, I'm kidding. Or am I kidding? Anyways. Thank you for tuning in today. I have to go finish up these pies and inventory management in real life. Ugh. But yeah, thank you for tuning in today. Over on the Twitch, we're gonna go raid someone, but here on the YouTube, we're just ending it up here, just right here, right now. Thank you for tuning in today. I hope to see you another time. I'm not sure when I'm gonna be streaming next, but you'll definitely see. So, goodbye Lime, goodbye Lung, goodbye Juwan, Otsukichi, and I will see you. Goodbye. Ciao. Ciao.